I'm sure I'm the bad person in someone's story. Uh, Reputation. I mean, everybody in the music business has a reputation. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I met Eddie when he came to Barcelona. I reached back to him, explaining to him, I'm like, well, I got my own recording studio here. It'd be cool if we could work on something. So, we set up a phone call. We talked. We started working together. He brought in some Egyptian rapper, and it was just a really, really cool vibe altogether. But it just kind of evolved into a really good friendship because a lot of the fucketry that we were going through there in the Miami market was the same. To some degree, it's about who you're doing your drugs with, or who your primos are, or whatever. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's not easy. It's about perseverance in that industry because the people who safeguard that industry are real greedy people, and they don't like outsiders. It was, I would imagine, a little harder for him because he's Latino and he's living there. He was there and he was working his ranks in that industry, and it started to take, man. He started to really do well. It worked. It worked, and I liked everything. I liked him, and I liked the fact that he was touring. He was killing the game, man, you know? But we would have these discussions, and then he would tell me things that were going on and things that he's going through, and I'm like, chingao, man, like, fuck. I mean, I like to fancy myself as a rebel too, a guy who likes to live his life, and if it means by risk, then we'll do it. Fuck it. You're here one time in this world, you might as well just make it what it is. He was really doing it. He's telling me all this shit, and I'm like, dude, I mean, like, you're really out there disrupting it and really not giving a fuck at the same time. At the end of the day, you can say whatever you're going to say to him, but he's got it in his mind that he's going to do this a certain type of way, and that's just the way that it's going to be. So he just gets that look about him like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm still going to fucking do whatever I want to do. So I like that. He wasn't an automaton. You know what I mean? He wasn't a robot. He wasn't out there just, willy-nilly just doing the status quo or everything. He was always trying to push forward, always trying to push the envelope, and he did, and he pissed a lot of people off. But at the same time, it worked for him. It worked, and I wanted to be associated with that. I wanted to be in the Eddie Blazquez business, and so that's what we've been doing. You've got the Asian market, you've got the MENA market, the Middle East, you've got the African market, and then the Australian market, which is just this whole different market by itself. So to be successful at the same time in those markets says a lot. And the thing with that is that I think that he doesn't give himself enough credit. And I think because he's constantly pushing, he sees where he wants to go, sees what he wants to do, that when he does achieve these marks, it's like on to the next thing, on to the next one, on to the next one. Whereas most of us would be like, damn, fuck, I just sold out Italy. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, this is the shit. Like, what? Eddie's like, all right, we did it. We fucking did it. And now let's go. Let's go on to the next thing. I don't think that he stops to take a look back and to see some of the work that he's put into it. That causes stress. I think it causes misdirection. And it also sets a higher platform to fall from when depression sets in. Eddie and I have this little thing where in the mornings, because I'm 6 hours ahead, Miami time here in Barcelona, we just write on our messenger bull with a question mark, which basically is just him not ever sleeping because he's got some form of PTSD, I believe, but takes one to know one. Anyways, he doesn't really sleep a lot. He's always working. So by the time I'm up in the morning and I'm fresh and everything, man, it's 3, 4 in the morning over there. He's still willing to smoke a bowl with me. And so, yeah, it's been that kind of a friendship with him. I love him very much because he's a hard worker. And I plan to be in his career as a producer, as a friend, as whatever it is that he sees me as. That's what I want to be. Team Eddie Blazquez. That's where I'm at. I see Eddie as a very peaceful person. He's a very big person, so I certainly won't want to fuck with Eddie because he doesn't look like he's gonna mess with you. Um, I wouldn't want him mad at me. The guy's fucking 6 foot something. So one of the sweetest guys I know. I'm proud to work with him. Proud to say that I've produced some stuff with him. You know, I want to be part of that. I want to be a part of that because I believe in Eddie. I believe in Toque de Queda. I've seen the way that people treat Eddie. They take advantage of his kindness, and I think that's bullshit. Kudos to Eddie Blazquez, and you know, as long as his heart beats, you're gonna see more of him, and I can't wait.